Pesky moles.
Back on the road, key situation all sorted. It wasn't too horrendous at all. We didn't get charged an extortionate amount of money. The tractor tyre was like completely flat and I didn't bring a pump. So, flew back to the unit.
Mole man's coming Monday and I can't wait.
There might have been some eagle-eyed viewers of the channel that have realised today is a little bit different. The growth that we've gone through even just this year, like keeping up with it, like the job itself has changed. And the meeting went really well. It took up most of my afternoon. I basically brought two clients together. Welcome back! We start yet another video, and we're starting the video on a Saturday, which is going to be game day at Real Bedford. Now, it's not only game day at Real Bedford. If you watched the last video, you would have seen us prepping all of the football pitches for matches today as well. We've got matches across the county today, all playing on our pitches. But today we're here to support Real Bedford. There's a lot to do. If you've watched previous videos, you'll know that we've got a pesky friend at the minute. We've got a mole. So first job of the day is to walk over to that, check what activity we've had, and then I need to get the irrigation packed in, and we need to get on the mower, get it double cut with the cylinder, and then we can pedestrian mow it, get it ready. First I gotta fix this.
Pesky moles. Mole man's coming Monday and I can't wait.
.6 AM. Saw yesterday that we were prepping the pitch at Real Bedford and you saw everything that we'd done. So obviously we prepped the pitch and then the players come on for warm up. We jump on, we divot it at half time and we prep it after. I was there till about 7:30 last night. It was quite a heavy game, hence why the early morning this morning, because we've got another game on it. So yeah, let's get over there and get it prepped. Well, it is still Sunday, but I had to fly back to the unit. There's a tractor on site at the pitch that we're going to, and yesterday's use, it needs a roll and a brush before we clean it up with a pedestrian mows this morning. Got down there and the tractor tyre was like completely flat, and I didn't bring a pump. So, flew back to the unit. Jordan is meeting me there this morning. The only reason we were going to start mega early this morning, the game isn't till 2, is because he's got plans, so we're kind of working around that anyway, so there's no pressure in terms of getting it done before the game or anything like that, but it's still annoying. So now I'm going to fly back, get this tyre sorted out, and we can start prep. Oh, I love an early Sunday. Happy days. Glad that I did bother to go back to the unit and get the repair kit for that tyre, because it's done a good job of the stress that was caused on yesterday's game. We are done with the tractor now, so it's had a roll, spike and brush, and now we're cleaning up with the pedestrians, the little Dennis mowers. Yeah, we'll crack on with that, and then that will be pitch prep done. And what I'm most likely going to do, because the game kick-off isn't till around 2 p.m, is go home for a bit, a couple of hours on the sofa. What a absolute luxury. See the sun, see the boy, and yeah, then head back to do the match day support stuff. So yeah, we're gonna get that cut. You saw a lot of that yesterday, you don't need any more. We are all sorted, setup is happening. I've spent probably 2-3 hours doing it after yesterday, but yeah, the roll and the brush done it really well. We've done a clean up mow as well, as you saw. So yeah, ready for the game. Time to relax now until training's done, and then we'll jump on, divot it before the game, divot it at half time, divot it after, get the irrigation on, and then that will be put to bed for the rest of the day. Monday morning, we are getting all the kit ready to leave site. It is, what's the time? 6:30. We're on time. We've had to sort a lot out this morning. We've had 2 trailers to sort out, van to sort out, Polaris to sort out, get a first spreader off track to get the Trimax on, and we've smashed it in half hour. So, well happy. Anyway, let's head over to site. The day's a bit muddled today, but I'm sure we'll explain it as we go through. So it's now 9:30. We're back at the yard. The tractor's been put back in place. We've cut the school this morning. The boys are still whipping around doing all of the other bits, and Dan is in the line marker, just getting all of the line marking done. We're now getting the trailer on, ready to go and prep the sports pitches. So I'll wait for Dan to get back, and then me and Dan will go and do the sports pitches. There might have been some eagle-eyed viewers of the channel that I've realised today is a little bit different, and we'll talk about that when we're at the next site. Okay, so we're down at Creasy Park. I'm going to jump on the Toro now to get this cut. Dan's just divoting the pitch. We've actually been to another site in between this. I had to have a meeting with the facilities manager, and Dan cracked up on that. I mentioned in the last clip that there's some sad news to bring to the channel and whatnot, and gonna get this cut, and we'll talk about it later. I'll sit down in the office and we'll talk about it properly, because it probably needs more attention than just a quick little clip in the middle of cutting. Anyway, we're having a few issues with the Toro. I think I've found a solution that might come in next week's video, and might come in this week's video, who knows, but we rely on this heavily. We're doing a lot of sports now, so something needs to change. Let's get cutting. So we're now back at the unit. All the teams absolutely smashed it today. We're all prepped, ready for tomorrow. It's nice to be on the front foot on a Monday for once, and I think this is the earliest that I've finished in a while. I have got admin tonight, but that doesn't count, does it? Because I'll be at home relaxing doing that. Spoke earlier about something that I needed to let the channel know. Being a business owner is really, really hard, and it's situations like this that are difficult. I really struggle putting 2 hats on, kind of one as a mate and supportive of the staff, and 2 as the boss. I didn't see this coming, but it has come, and it is something that I've had to kind of work around and mitigate against. So Ash, who's been with us for coming up to 3 years, I think it's longer than just over 3 years now, is leaving CUTCREW. He has left CUTCREW. There's no bad blood between us. It was like a surprise to me. I feel like I've got a understanding of why, but maybe not like fully in depth, which is fine, absolutely fine. I appreciate everything that has been done by him on the way in order to get us to this point. As I mentioned a couple of videos ago, I did have him within the plan to move forward. But as I said to Ash, people's happiness is kind of more to me than, you know, numbers on a sheet in terms of business. So as long as he's happy, I'm always going to be here to support him, and whatever like he needs help with, or if he ever needs help or whatever, anything like that, you know, the phone will always be on. It sounds really, really horrible to say it, but like, we won't struggle in the short term without him. The only reason I say that is because we are literally coming into winter. We do have the staff members to cover the work now. I'm not saying that there won't be a hole without him, that's not the case, but in terms of business operation, things isn't going to stop, which is obviously the main thing in terms of CUTCREW as a whole. But the main thing is that he's happy. I feel like when Ash joined, we were kind of a small company. We still are a small company, but we, you know, had limited contracts. We had limited work, and I've always kind of put the lads first in terms of like trying to pay them the best money that I can possibly afford, and bits and bobs like that. And like, as we've grown, obviously the stress on Ash has grown, and the job's become a different entity in itself. So I fully understand like the growth that we've gone through, even just this year, like keeping up with it. Like the job itself has changed, so I understand, and I wish him all the best. And if there is anyone that's watching these videos like, that bloke now works for me, you've got a good guy, he'll do well by you. And I don't think we'll never talk again. Like, we're good mates, and as I said, I want to support him. But yeah, that's the news. Bit of a shock, obviously, to me, but what can you do? As I've said, no one's tied within the business with a ball and chain. As long as someone's happy, I'm happy. And a lot of things change over the years. You know, we used to be right next to where he lived, and now we're 45 minutes away from where he lives. And there's lots of things that I can understand that add up. But yeah, just want to thank Ash for all the hard work over the years, and I wish him all the best. And yeah, we move on. We do move on. As I said, we're coming into winter, so I'm going to use this time now just to absolutely 100% make sure what we want is what we want. As I said, next year we want to push heavily for sport, so maybe look at what customers we have, see what happens with that list, see what way that the business goes, before we rush into replacing him. But yeah, there we go. What a way to end a Monday on a video, eh? But you've had the news now, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, we've cut the first part of the school. There's another like sports bit that we got to cut, but this is where like the main body of children are, so we're going to get this line marked and get out of this section so we can relax a bit. So all done with the Tracknology kit on this side. We now need to go to the other side and get that sorted, cut and marked. I absolutely love the Tracknology kit, would be lost without it now. But one thing I love even more about this kit is the 𝐦𝐵𝐾 high pressure pump. Look at those lines, I love it. Pits it down real nice. Nice bright white line, happy days. Anyway, let's go get on. Back at the unit, and we've used our new hoist system that Richard from Can Do Service has helped us install to get the sprayer on the back. We're filling that up, and now we've got all of our bits from soil biology. We need to go out and do a nutrition spray today on one of the pitches. Jordan's got all of his qualifications for spraying and whatnot, but he's never used the GPS and like the Polaris to spray since starting here, so we're going to take him out today and get him familiarised with that. But we've got a lot of mixing, lots of different stuff going in the tank today, so we'll get that done and then we'll head over to the pitches. Right, all sorted at the last pitch. That went fantastically well. We're now at another club doing another treatment, so we'll get this done. It's Wednesday, and like a silly boy, I left the camera in the unit. However, work is still going on. Danny's just running out now to do some line marking. The boys have just had to nip to a parish council. Been out of parish council all day, and we've also done like end of season wildflower cuts and whatnot. I have been tied up in a meeting for the large part of the morning for something hopefully that will come off, which is very exciting. So yeah, not much content today. There's a few bits and bobs that I've got to do, get ready for tomorrow. So I apologise for that, but Wednesday has been a good day, even if we didn't get to film anything. Hi Dan! But yeah, I'm going to stick the camera in the vehicle that I'm in tomorrow, right now, so we don't miss anything tomorrow. But that's your Wednesday update. Sorry, it's a short one. Right, we're all done here. Danny's just out the back now. He's got 6 pitches to mark. We got to go back to the unit because there's something that's come up that we need to tackle. So we've got a parish council straight after this, but we need to sort this situation out first. I'll explain the situation once it's been looked at. But yeah, I'm not best happy. But it is what it is. It's all part of it, isn't it? It is all part of it. Anyway, let's get back to the unit. We've got like a 40-minute journey in the tractor, and then I'll explain. Okay, we're back at the unit. Let me explain the situation. So obviously normally on a night, the keys for vehicles get hidden and tucked away. Last Friday, so we got obviously multiple sets of keys for the vehicles. I've got my own set, so when I need to use a van or the Ranger, I literally just get in it. So Friday night, a set of keys have been left on the bonnet of a vehicle, and then so the vehicle was prepped for me to go out early Saturday morning to start work. I've just come to the unit, used my keys and driven off. Why they were left on the bonnet, I have no idea. Doesn't seem particularly efficient to me, but anyway, so we're now a set of keys down. The lads this morning asked me to use my set, and I'm like, why? And it's come to light that this is what's happened. So we now need to try and find these keys, otherwise it's going to be a very expensive day. Okay, I'm back on the road, key situation all sorted. It wasn't too horrendous at all. We didn't get charged an extortionate amount of money. Had to get it done today just in case keys got lost today, you never know. And then it would have been kind of ECU changes and we wouldn't have been able to use vehicles. So it's sorted, it is what it is, it's done, happy days. We're going to put some systems in place that it doesn't happen again and all of that, yada yada yada. Anyway, the boys are now at a parish council. I'm on my way to a double header of meetings. I've got one meeting regarding a client, and then that's basically a pre-meeting. I'm trying to get a collaboration between two clients. So we've got a pre-meeting to then go into a meeting, which is all very exciting stuff. After that, we've got training tonight on one of the stadium pitches. Now, ordinarily, we would just let them get on with it, but we're going to attend tonight and just do some pre-training repairs and some post-training repairs. The reason for that is that pitch has a double header on at the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, so we want to keep it looking good and in good form, ready for the weekend, obviously. So yeah, we'll put the work in after training to get that all sorted out. But yeah, on the way to meetings, and then I guess we'll catch up later on. I'll let you know if there's anything I can talk about after the meetings. But yeah, see you soon. Okay, we're out of the meeting. The meeting went really well. It took up most of my afternoon. I basically brought two clients together. I didn't really have to be there, but because of the potential project that it is, I could offer advice and wisdom, I guess, to do with the bits and bobs that were being spoke about. So firstly, it's nice that your clients, you know, trust you and treat you like that, but secondly, it gives me a good idea of what's happening within my business in the future. It's not second-hand information. I was there kind of as and when it was happening. So yeah, off the back of the meeting, there's loads of planning to do on my end. Again, I don't really have to, but I'm going to get ahead of it, do it tonight, get it done. So both parties have got a clear pathway through the potential collaboration between the two clients. But yeah, I'm now on my way to a training at one of the stadium pitches. As I mentioned earlier, there's training on the stadium pitch tonight, so we will literally divot it up after, and that'll be us done for the night. So we'll expect a late night there tonight, but we need to do it because obviously there is 2 games at the weekend and we need the pitch in good condition for that. So it's one of those things. I can't imagine that there's going to be much footage apart from us chucking a divot fork around there tonight, and that does bring the end of this week's video. I really do hope you've been enjoying it. I've really enjoyed being back behind the camera, and I don't know if you have noticed, but we've managed to find an editor. These videos are not my editing, which is nice, so I can just crack on, get the camera out here and there, and not worry about the editing, which is lovely. So we've found a solution to bring in videos online and getting on with the job. So I really do hope that you're enjoying these videos. If you do, slap a comment in, subscribe, all of that. Make sure that you tune in next week, and hopefully it's worth the investment of us paying an editor, I guess. But yeah, thank you to everyone watching, and we will see you next week.